animations are created by Shreshtha Mishra in this video. This video is made for educational purpose. You can comment your thoughts in the comment section and like the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shreshtha Mishra and today I'm back with one more educational video. Mathematical learning for class 5. Then in this video, animations are all by Shreshtha, which is me. But the topic for today is what? As you saw in the thumbnail of this video, that our topic for today is shapes. So let us begin and learn about shapes. First, let me tell you the definition of shapes. Shapes are the different kinds of angles, like triangle, square, rectangle, etc., etc. Like rectangle, which you can see on the screen. This is a kind of shape, which is an angle. So basically, shapes are the angles. Different types of angles which look weird. Now let me tell you a bit about the types of shapes. Well, there are two kinds of shapes, two-dimensional and three-dimensional, which are also known as 2D and 3D shapes. First, let me tell you about two-dimensional or 2D shapes. Well, 2D shapes are very lightweight and plain and are not at all thick or solid. Like, for example, rectangle, square, triangle. You can see the examples on the screen. They're looking so simple and plain and do not have any thickness. Now, let us see the examples of 2D shapes and 3D shapes, like circle, rectangle, triangle, etc. In the 3D shapes, we have cube, cuboid, cone, prism, sphere, pyramid, etc. Now let us learn about 3D shapes. What are 3D shapes? Well, three-dimensional shapes are those shapes which are solid and have thickness, like they have thickness, but they are on the combination end of the idea of 2D shapes. Don't understand? Okay, let me tell you with the example. Like, triangle is a 2D shape, but on its idea, it is pyramid, prism, cone, right? On the idea of square, there are cube, rectangle, it is cuboid, etc. And as you saw that they were cylinder and they were looking so thick, they have thickness and solidness. Here are some of the clear examples of 2D shapes and 3D shapes with their sides, with a number of sides. Circle has one side, triangle has three sides, it has three sides, then square has four sides, rectangle has four sides, pentagon has five sides, hexagon has six sides, heptagon with 7 sides, octagon with 8 sides, nonagon with 9 sides, and decagon with 10 sides. This is the sequence. And here are some examples of 3D shapes like square, prism, cube, cuboid, cylinder, pyramid, cone, etc. Here is the difference between two-dimensional figures and three-dimensional figures. The difference between 2D and 3D is that two-dimensional figures have only length and breadth, but no thickness or solidness, whereas three-dimensional have it. They have length, breadth, as well as height, thickness. Now let us read. Here in this slide, there are mentioned the sides in the information about circle, square, triangle, and rectangle, which are two-dimensional shapes. Circle is saying to us, "Hey, I'm circle. I have one side. My side is curved. I have no corners or vertices." Square is saying, "Hello, I have four sides. My sides are all the same size. I have 4 corners. Triangle says, hello, I have 3 sides. My sides are straight. I have 3 corners. Rectangle says, hello, I have 4 sides. My opposite sides are equal. I have 4 corners. Now let's learn the advanced learning. This is the figure of cuboid with their number of vertices. Here in this slide you can see that which is this, like vertices. Vertices are these corners where they meet. This is a face and edges are the lining. You can see, and with the help of this side you can understand that which term is which and on which basis they are defining them. Now, as we know that shapes are used in our day-to-day lives, but how they are used? So for that, here on the definitions of three-dimensional figures, cuboid, etc., here I have shown you the objects which are and the shape, like matchbox, book, brick, toilet tea box, briefcase, brick, and the side table is in the shape of cuboid. Hence, these are the examples of cuboid. Here you can see the examples of cylinder, chalk, glass, candle, tube light, and log of wood are the examples of. Don't you think they're looking like a cylinder? Now here you can see the examples of cube, a die, ice cube, sugar cubes, chalk box are the examples of cubes. Now let me tell you the measurements. Solid shapes have 3 measurements: length, breadth, and height. So a solid shape is also known as three-dimensional or 3. Now let me tell you certain terms, like ray. What is a ray? Well, ray is a path of line with one endpoint that continues without end in one direction. Line. Now, what is a line? Well, a line is a straight path of a plane in a plane that goes on forever in opposite directions, like AB or BA. Now, here is the introduction of a circle. Here, let me tell you important terms of a circle. Let me introduce you them. Center of the circle, or point. Well, center of the circle is the fixed point from which the circle is drawn. Radius is a segment that extends from the center of the circle to any point on the circle. Diameter is the segment that joins any 2 points on the circle, and it always passes through the center of the circle. Chord is the segment that joins any 2 points of the circle. Point A is the center of the circle. AH is the radius of the circle. PQ is the diameter of the circle, whereas MN is the chord of the circle. There are many other like arc, circumference, etc. Also, arc is one of part of the circumference. Now here is the practice worksheet for shapes. In the form of the story where you will know the use of the shapes in the daily objects. So must take the screenshot of this and must solve this. This is a really very fun worksheet. Thank you everyone. Meet you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.